Hello and welcome to this video. In today's video, the main stuff we'll be touching on is how to set up your GitHub on Netlify and also on Atom. So what that means is that we'll be looking on how to create a web page or something like that, an online website by using Netlify, and also how to edit your content directly from your text editor instead of like editing it separately on Atom. So now, before we get started on that, we just have to understand some difference and what exactly we are trying to achieve. So perhaps, I don't know, let me just go on here. This is a normal website I'm just loading now, so and you can see, as long as I have data, I can get on this website. You get that? As long as I have data, I can get on this website. So but for using text editor like we've been doing previously, you are the only one seeing it. If you want to learn how to share your website to other people online, you need something called an hosting server. So there are a lot of hosting servers around, like Bluehost, HostGator, cheap, naming cheap, or yeah, I guess so. But actually a lot of them now, Netlify, we're going to be using Netlify in this sense to be able to put our work on GitHub as a website, for people to visit around the world. So Netlify is a CMS, is a content management system. So not going into the details, let's just say that it's able to link your GitHub repo to Netlify, and it's just going to push it through its system and deploy your website online. And the good part, or what's the advantage of using Netlify, they are quite much. Of course, Bluehost is quite good for WordPress and so on, but now Netlify, you can start to use it for free, and using it for free, you're actually not limited in a lot of ways. You have a lot of things that you can do by just going through the free plan. For example, your website is fast. Your website can be fast. You can also, is also lightweight. You can also do a lot of you can edit it. When you go on their documentation, you can just find a lot of instructions, tutorials on how to add stuff. It's more like you are in control of everything that's happening on your site, as opposed to WordPress, that maybe much of the work is more like done under the hood. You just have to set a few settings and everything gets up and running and something like that. But for Netlify, you can do a lot of stuff by yourself and something like that. But let's just start looking into that for now. And you can see here a repo to learn web dev, Atom, GitHub, Netlify, and other helpful softwares like Bootstrap, jQuery, and stuff like that, just to make your website interactive and good looking. So here I said earlier that we need to put it, or let's fetch. We need to fetch it or clone, git clone. We need to clone this repo on Atom for one particular reason. Let's say I want to edit this stuff now. I have to go into blog. I have to come here, edit this file. I have to click on that, and then I have to last thing, I can just come in here and just I just press my anchor tag now and tab. There is not going to do all this for you. You can press your HTML tab, nothing's happening. I don't think you can enable Emmet on GitHub. You see the point? So there are a lot of things by using text editor. Yeah, so much more productive. You're so much productive. Yeah, so much more effective and all that. So that's why we'll be employing that in this exercise of how to get your website online and edit it very easy with Atom and Netlify. Alright, Yeah, so for this lesson, we want to understand a few things, we need to understand how how to um, how to use Netlify to achieve this, and also some key and main commands of Git. Yeah, some key and main commands of Git, the necessary that you would need to achieve everything you want to achieve concerning web dev and maybe editing your website and pushing stuff. So I don't. Okay, let's just look at it. I think there are about 4 of them. So I'm just gonna write here. So you can just commit is one command. Um, trying to get it in the right order, but we also got pushing stuff. We also got pull. Yep. And if I'm not wrong, we have fetch. But in most cases you don't use fetch, because pull is almost the same thing as fetch. You don't use fetch, but in Atom you use fetch. We'll look at it then, and I'm just trying to introduce this main command to you. So yeah, these 4, what do they mean? I will just go into briefly into them now, and then when we are working on Atom and looking for how to get our repo on there to edit and push and do everything we want to do, you get it in more practical details and knowledge. So now commit. What commit does is that, okay, let's say I just edited the file, right? So I just edited my file on Atom, perhaps the blog or my blog HTML, my advanced HTML or something like that, and I just want to I need to commit it. Okay, yeah, I'm using the same word, but commit means I'm getting it ready. I'm getting it, packing those files together and maybe putting it in a box, something like that, to almost ship. I'm almost shipping it, but I'm packing the necessary files that have been edited. Those files that are edited, by putting git commit, it means I'm packing them together and just storing it ready for shipping. Now certainly push next. Push means to ship. I just committed my files and everything that I edited are ready to go on the cargo or something, and just move on to the GitHub page or my repo and update. So when I got to my text editor, I want to push it to this GitHub. That's what push does. Once you put git push, they pack all those files you have committed and just update your repo, the repo you have linked previously. It updates it by just syncing out all those files on it, and and just putting it on there. Now pull, what does pull mean? Okay, yeah, so pull, I told you about push, and now pull. Now, okay, let's just say that I did something like I have my Atom, my GitHub is on Atom, and it happened that I got on my online GitHub, this kind of one here, and I went to my blog and I just edited something. So I did edit stuff. I edited stuff, and I just want to type some stuff, and maybe perhaps I committed changes. I click on commit changes, and then the stuff syncs up, and then I have this new text here that I don't have on my Atom. So what I can do with pull is that I can go on Atom and give it the command git pull, and linking the repo initially is going to go on that repo, and any new changes that is not reflected in my current version on Atom it's going to bring it down and update my Atom. You see the difference? Push is updating your GitHub online, and pull is updating your local repo on your machine. So that's the meaning of those two. Okay, so for the last command, fetch, I'm just gonna tell you what it means and how it's similar to pull, and also how they're different. So fetch is almost the same thing as pull. In you are kind of looking into your repo and trying to find changes, any new changes on there, to just be aware of it or something like that. But the main difference between fetch and pull is that fetch doesn't update your local whatever it is. Maybe you're fetching from here or any text editor or whatever, it does not update your file. It just checks and sees, okay, is there any new changes, and it might show you something like, okay, one change online or something like that, one change, do you want to pull, something like that, and then you might say yes, okay, sure, I want to pull. But pull, on the other hand, checks and updates it without any further instructions. So that's the difference between fetch and pull command. So now we've looked into all this command, and we might still be looking at it a bit when we're looking at directly on Atom and all that, but I want us to go straight to Netlify now. So I'm just going to turn on the tab. I'm just going to log in, go on their website, and we'll look for how to perhaps just link this thing all together, right? Look for how to link it, and I guess I'll be using this repo as a practice, just to show you all the little details that's required to set things up. Okay, so I just came on their website, official website, and can see all the stuffs around. And what the good part about it is that you don't really have to concern yourself with all these. Wow, this is like, wow, I could even play this stuff, right? Okay, so I guess this is GitHub, this is Algolia, this is Auth0, this is React, this is Vue, this is AngularJS, this is Next, this is Stripe. I'm not sure about this. Well, what it just means is that these are all the kind of software and library that you can use with Netlify, and that's great. But I was telling you, you don't need to concern yourself with all this. You just know that, okay, you want to use it as a hosting server and platforms. Okay, sure, I guess you can see all this platform. What the? Okay, Vue, Gatsby, Angular, Next, web application, Jamstack. But I think we have to go on to sign up to maybe get a personal account or something. Oh. I already have my personal one, but I felt, okay, maybe we could just create a new one for this project, and just to create a new one. I'll just put. Okay, so welcome to Netlify, and you can sign up using any of these 4 ways, right? You can use your GitHub, you can use GitLab, Bitbucket, or email. And now I don't even know, because I want you to be able to log into this thing and just see for yourself, some stuff, just to be able to interact with it. And okay, GitHub, I don't know your GitHub or something, but I don't know, maybe we should just use email. And now this is the problem. Okay, oh, what should I do now? Okay, so I just typed in your email and also your password, and we'll be using that for this project. And I will also be giving you the login when you are ready to just check this out. But for now, I guess I'm signing up, and yeah. Okay, so I'm in now. I just have to log in and verify the account, and can say simply push to deploy, and next, free automatic HTTPS. This is just to encrypt your website and make it authentic. Never have to leave your terminal. Yeah, so finished, and this is okay. So inside the page now, just the web, you can see all this thing happening on the screen, but you won't really need everything. I'll just show you all the stuff and what they mean. So new site from Git. Now we can link our Learn Web Dev repo to Netlify here. Members 1. I think I should also add you to this, because I guess I can add a member here and maybe just add it through your Gmail or maybe your GitHub or something. Now, build minutes used, you can see 0/300. What that means is that we're on a free plan, and then they give us a limit of 300 minutes of deployment, meaning how long it takes your site to deploy. It starts counting only during deploy periods. So thankfully it doesn't take long to deploy. Sometimes it can take 10 seconds, 15, depending on the problems. Maybe it occurs on the process, or more like how heavy your site is. Maybe it's full of images, it can have to load all those and stuff like that. But usually you are not able to finish this 300 in a month. So after a month, what's the name, it changes, or it gives you a recharge, it refills or something like that. So now you can see here November 2nd to December 2nd. Now bandwidth, right? Bandwidth, yeah. So I guess this bandwidth is the size of your site, the size of your site. Now sites is empty for us because we need to get on one here, and I can just a new site from Git, and here it will be the home page of my site showing. But yeah, that's just pretty much it. And I'm just going to go on here. We have empty. No, there's nothing here, because it means you can keep about maybe 3, 4, 5 as much as you want here, but it's empty for now. Builds, new site from Git, build, track your build. Now what build means is that, okay, I don't want, if you read all this you might not really get it. I want the team start when you say something. Okay, build, what build means is that, let's say I push my site from Atom, like we have been discussing. That's one build. I've built it. I've built the site from scratch, and then I pushed it to my GitHub, and probably, let's just say I push it from my GitHub through to Netlify, and then it gets online, something like that. But that's a build, and then I can be able to go on the online and see the site. Plugins, thankfully Netlify community has a few plugins you can introduce to do stuff inside your site. When you start to get a bit more advanced, you can just install, and then they'll give you a kind of directions, documentation. Read plugin docs, that's documentation on how to get it up and running on your site. Domains, now let's say you want to register a new domain. I told you it's an hosting server. Thankfully they just give us for free, sometimes, but some people can buy a domain for themselves, you understand. Then billing, okay, so this is the billing. Yeah, 0, we don't need to pay anything, so this is not important. But I want us to go on and add the site now. New site from Git, I think that's what needs to be done. Create a new site from 0 to hero. 3 easy steps to get your site on Netlify. Okay, let's see what's happening. You can use either of these 3 services, and we are using GitHub. There's also GitLab, and there's also Bitbucket, but also are different. We are using GitHub. So I'm authorized. Whoa. All right, so we have Learn Web Dev, like always. Well, I want to deploy the site now. So I don't think I'm supposed to keep something here, but I can't just remember what it is. But let's just try and deploy the site. Okay, so I clicked on deploy, and you can see site deploy in progress. Deploys from GitHub at this time, and every other thing here are just what you're gonna learn when you start to use it for a bit of time. But for now, we are just trying to create up this site online. Yeah, just push it online, and you can see here Netlify robots are busy building and deploying your site. So I'll see the end. Okay, so maybe we should just go on and check for the site deploy in progress, and you can see what's happening there. But wow, it's not loading. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm already even there. Okay, yeah, it shows build ready to start, so it's gonna take a while, and just and a few more messages should just pop up through all this place and show you the progress and what's happening. But you don't really need to look at all those, because they are just involving some words and this thing that you might not just understand. You understand? But I just wanted to build, and we can see, maybe okay, we can go on and check out our site. That's easy. Okay, so I guess this might just be the name of our site or something, and let's wait for it to deploy, and we can just see what's happening in under the hood. Okay, so finally this stuff just deployed, and yeah, it's no more showing that progress thing, and it can show you, okay, why is it linking this file from GitHub, my name, and learn web dev. And I'm just hoping that, okay, when I click this stuff, this link, it should take us to the site. So let's hope it. Whoa, yeah, so this is great, and you can see it just took us to the site, and well, the exact file we have on our GitHub, and that's what's showing here. So that's awesome. Now we have a website online, and you can just share out all these file, right? You can just share it out, and that's awesome. Just in just having the expertise of this, and we got the website online, although the naming is just to e-quiche, right? Well, I think I can change it somewhere. Well, let me try. I think I can change it somewhere. Site settings, site name, certainly not this. Oh yeah, let me change it. Sure. Learn web no learn web dev. This is awesome. Wow, this is going neat. So now, can it still show? Yeah, cool. So let's try and reload this and see what happens. It should be wrong, not found. Yeah. Okay, so now learnwebdev.netlify.app. Awesome. So I'm going to share you this link, and you can see anything any new progress we sync on our Atom is going to display it. So that's great. And in the next video, we should be looking at how to link our GitHub on our Atom. So now just checked out Netlify, and I've got the site online. The site is online now, and we just need to start changing stuff easily from Atom, directly from Atom. I'm looking at that in the next video. So thanks for your time, and see you in the next video.